What a day in the markets, huh? Where even a breather can hide some seriously intriguing moves, well, if you know where to look. Welcome back, everyone, to the Stock Market Summary Series. But hey, before we really jump into it, do us a solid and click that like button. And, if you feel so compelled, click subscribe too so you stay up to date. And just remember, none of this is buying or selling advice, okay? So don't go selling the house based on anything we mention here. We're just talking through what happened. Okay, you're here for the no-fluff summary of the market, so let's get right into it. So today felt like the broader market kind of took a collective pause. The S&P 500, the SPY, was essentially flat.
Yeah, pretty much sideways.
And the Dow, the DIA, and the NASDAQ QQQ both posted small losses. Nothing dramatic there.
No, but what's really telling, I think, is the Russell 2000, the IWM. That pulled back 1.29%.
Okay.
Now, while it did give back some of yesterday's, pretty impressive gains, it's really crucial to remember it's still holding strong on the week. That's exactly what we were discussing yesterday.
Right. That resilience is still there.
Exactly. And this continued resilience in small caps, it reinforces the conviction we've highlighted about this sector at Grok Trade.
Interesting. And looking at sector performance, consumer staples, XLP, actually led the way down, dropping 0.9%, which is a little eyebrow-raising for defensive name.
It is, yeah.
But interestingly, healthcare, XLV, it bucked the trend, had a nice 0.5% gain.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's shift gears a bit to the economic front. Today's docket might have looked light, but it definitely packed a punch with the implications.
Yeah, the big one was the Producer Price Index, PPI, month over month. That tracks wholesale inflation. It came in hot, 0.9% versus the 0.2% consensus forecast, so significantly higher.
Wow, okay. Inflation's still bubbling.
It definitely suggests those inflation pressures are still simmering beneath the surface. And that's precisely why everyone is kind of bracing for tomorrow's retail sales mom data. That'll give us a fresh read on the consumer.
Got it. Yeah, overall, the day felt very technically driven, wouldn't you say?
I would.
Yesterday's rate cut speculation, sparked by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, that still seemed to echo through the trading floors. But no fresh Fed comments today to really shift that narrative.
Nope, nothing new there.
All right. Now for something a little wilder. Bitcoin. BTC saw a pretty sharp drop today, down 4.45%.
Yeah, it was a swift pullback. Came right after hitting that new all-time high of 124,517.
A classic crypto move after a big run-up.
Exactly. This kind of high volatility swing, especially right after breaking past $120,000 yesterday, is something we track very closely at Grok Trade. It's just a clear reminder these assets move fast. Risk management is absolutely paramount.
No kidding. Okay, what about the metals? Gold GLD fell 0.63% today.
Yeah, gold dipped below its 50-day and its 20-day moving averages. Seems to be entering a bit of a consolidation phase right now.
Yeah, and silver?
Silver SLV shed about 1.43%. It's hovering right at its 20-day moving average. The good news for silver bulls potentially is that rising 50-day moving average below it, that could offer support if tested based on our ongoing analysis.
Right.
And again, understanding how these moving averages act, as dynamic support and resistance levels, that's critical in these markets. It's another one of those things we dive into much, much deeper in our mentorship program.
Makes sense. And hey, as always, folks, if you've got a stock you're watching, or maybe just a question about the markets, drop in the comments below. We might just cover it in an upcoming episode.
So if today's movements, things like IWM's small cap pullback, or maybe Bitcoin's high volatility swing, if those make you wonder how you can actually navigate these markets yourself, well, Grok Trade's mentorship program is designed precisely for that. We empower you with hands-on coaching, we teach rock-solid risk management strategies, so you can confidently approach setups like that XLP trendline test we talked about, or maybe GLD's consolidation break. Look, our commitment is straightforward. We support our participants until they recoup their investment. We want to ensure you're truly equipped for these real-world market moves.
Excellent. So to wrap it all up then, our view at Grok Trade seems to be that today's sort of mixed market action and the economic data we saw, particularly that PPI number, it's really all setting the stage for tomorrow's retail sales data. Could be a major pivot point.
Yeah, and that leads to a crucial question, really, to consider as you reflect on today. How prepared are you for those rapid shifts, that potential volatility that can truly define a trading day? Something to think about.
Indeed. Well, that is all for today's market summary. We wish you a great rest of the day, and we'll catch you right back here in tomorrow's market summary.